Welcome to Eternal Philosophies. Today we're diving into the timeless wisdom of three foundational figures in Western philosophy: Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. These thinkers not only shaped ancient Greek thought, but also established the roots of philosophy as we know it. Understanding their ideas helps us to see how they influenced one another and how each contributed uniquely to fields ranging from ethics to political theory and beyond. Let's start with a quick overview of their timeline and relationships. 1. Socrates circa 470 to 399 BCE, the earliest of the three, is known as the father of Western philosophy. His method of inquiry and ethical focus laid the foundation for critical thinking. He was the teacher of Plato. 2. Plato, circa 428 to 348 BCE, deeply influenced by Socratic thinking, developed extensive theories on politics, reality, and ethics. Plato was also the teacher of Aristotle, creating a line of philosophical succession. 3. Aristotle, 384 to 322 BCE, Plato's most famous student, went on to teach Alexander the Great and developed an empirical approach to philosophy that broadened the reach of Western thought. Foundational philosophies of each thinker. Socrates, the ethical questioner and pursuer of virtue. Socrates emphasized the importance of self-knowledge and virtue. His teachings were not written down by himself, but his ideas and method of questioning, now known as the Socratic method, were recorded by his students, particularly Plato. Socrates believed that understanding ourselves and examining our lives was the key to living virtuously. He was known for challenging societal norms, urging his followers to question authority, and valuing an ethical life over material success. His approach prioritized asking probing questions to stimulate critical thinking and uncover truths. Plato, the idealist philosopher and seeker of higher truths. Plato expanded on Socratic ideas, advancing a more structured philosophical system. Through his writings, particularly the Republic, he introduced his theory of forms, which suggests that there exists a realm of ideal forms or ideas that represent the most accurate reality, unlike the imperfect physical world we perceive. Plato believed that the soul is central to one's identity, and that true knowledge is a process of recollecting these universal truths. He also outlined his vision of an ideal society governed by philosopher kings, where justice and wisdom guide society. Plato's academy became one of the first institutions dedicated to philosophical education and thought. Aristotle, the empirical observer and master of critical reasoning. Aristotle, unlike his teacher Plato, emphasized observing the natural world as a path to understanding reality. His contributions cover a vast range of fields, from biology and physics to ethics and politics. Aristotle argued that knowledge stems from experience and reason, not merely abstract ideals. His ethical theory of the golden mean suggested that virtue is achieved through balance and moderation. Aristotle's political philosophy, outlined in Politics, advocated for a mixed government that could balance the rule of law with the interests of various social classes. His work on logic became foundational to Western philosophy, especially his development of syllogistic reasoning. Comparative analysis, knowledge, and reality. While Socrates focused on ethical questioning, Plato developed a dualistic view of reality, arguing that true knowledge is found in the realm of unchanging forms. In contrast, Aristotle sought knowledge through empirical observation, arguing that reality is based on what we can observe and categorize. Ethics and virtue. For Socrates, virtue was knowledge. He believed that knowing what is right would lead to doing what is right. Plato expanded this, suggesting that individuals must strive for justice by aligning themselves with the higher forms. Aristotle's ethics, however, focused on achieving virtue through balance and practical wisdom in daily actions, a departure from Plato's abstract ideals. Politics and society. Socrates laid the foundation for political philosophy by questioning the nature of justice, virtue, and the role of individuals in society. He challenged the democratic structure of Athens, arguing that true knowledge and wisdom, rather than popular opinion, should guide leadership. Building on Socrates' ideas, Plato envisioned a just society led by philosopher kings, rulers endowed with wisdom and virtue, who could govern with the well-being of all in mind. In contrast, Aristotle took a more pragmatic approach, advocating for a balanced government that accounted for the practical needs of society. He believed stability was best achieved through a system that integrated the perspectives of all classes and prevented societal extremes. Together, these three thinkers laid out distinct yet complementary views on the ideal structure and purpose of society. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle each brought unique perspectives and methods that continue to shape philosophy. Their work emphasizes different approaches to understanding truth, ethics, and governance, areas that still inspire philosophical exploration today. As we examine their teachings, we see a journey from ethical questioning to idealism to empirical observation, each perspective contributing a critical piece to the philosophical puzzle. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe to Eternal Philosophies for more content exploring the minds that have shaped human thought. Until next time.